What is up, YouTube world? Jay Coffee Talk back again. Got an NFL blog for you guys, some NFL news. And what you're seeing on the screen there is, NFL MVP, selected for the Madden cover. You know who it is. It's Lamar Jackson in the offseason, playing some beach football and got a little reckless there. Ended up flipping over the jet ski. I can't even call it, man. I mean, he's out there having fun. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are athletes. They make millions. There's been that discussion before. Should these guys not ride motorcycles? Should these guys be careful what they do, etc.? But it is what it is. I mean, we're talking about a game of beach volleyball. It's a lot different than riding a motorcycle. But nonetheless, it caught people's attention. What if he would have broke his collarbone or something? I don't know. But, that leads me into this video. What I'm talking about here, it seems like the media is trying to kind of push it out there, the NFL media, the sports media, to us, that Coach Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson might not be seeing eye to eye, like there might be some bad blood between these two. And I'm not saying that's what it is. I want to know what you guys think. But, they're highlighting that they disagree about a certain topic. And then they also were highlighting, that Harbaugh, had a discussion with Lamar Jackson about this beach volleyball footage. But, he wouldn't get into what he said to him. But you know how the media likes to put the spin on things, and then that spin can kind of sometimes become a reality, because like I said, these athletes, these NFL players, these coaches, they're just regular people at the end of the day, and the media can have a big effect on everyone, including them. All right. But anyways, what we're talking about here, what they're disagreeing about is the upset of the season. If you ask me, comment and let me know if you guys agree as well, for all the NFL fans out there. When the media was talking to Lamar Jackson and Coach Harbaugh about that crazy loss that nobody saw coming to the Tennessee Titans in the divisional round of the playoffs, 28-12. And let's be honest, that score makes that loss sound a lot like better than it was, as far as like for the Ravens. Like, honestly, it was kind of ugly. You know what I mean? It caught us all off guard. No one saw it coming, even though Titans had just upset the Patriots the week before. They sent the Patriots and the Ravens home packing in 2 weeks. And this was a team that, was looking kind of suspect to a lot of people. They barely snuck in the playoffs. Essentially, the last couple games of the season for them were playoff games. You know what I mean? They had to win those games to get in, to grab that 6th seed. And look what they did. It was crazy. And then, it was kind of wild to me, too, that Ryan Tannehill got all this praise and got himself a new contract. I don't know, man. I think Tannehill's overrated. I mean, look at in this playoff win, this man only passed for 88 yards. I mean, didn't even crack 100 yards passing. But, when they asked Jackson and Harbaugh about this loss, Jackson responded basically saying they caught us by surprise. We took them lightly. You know what I mean? We weren't focused on that game. Because these guys were supposed to annihilate the Titans. Would they have won like 12 games in a row? I'm not even exactly sure the numbers, but we saw what Baltimore did out there last year. It was amazing. I was happy to see Lamar Jackson shine. I'm a diehard Bills fan, but I like Lamar Jackson. I had wanted us to originally draft him. I'm happy with who we got at quarterback. I love Josh Allen, but I'm saying leading into the draft that year, I wanted Lamar Jackson. A lot of teams, a lot of scouts, everyone, was talking about maybe this guy should play wide receiver. Can he cut it in the NFL? And, look what he did. Look what he did out there. He did big things, and, shout out to him. But he said that they took the Titans lightly. And then Harbaugh is saying, no, we didn't take them lightly. We just played bad. So I don't know, like, what do you guys think about that? It's like by him saying, no, we just underperformed, is that him putting it on the players? Because if they took them lightly, if they weren't focused, that's more of a coaching thing, right? That the coach isn't on these guys to motivate them, to keep them focused. You know what I mean? Because he's the veteran coach. He's been to Super Bowls. He's played in the NFL. He's supposed to know come playoff time, these guys got to be focused, right? But he's saying, no, we just didn't play good. So is that kind of like he's passing the buck to the players? Like, what do you guys think about that? But getting back to talking about that loss, what a crazy game that was. It got out of hand early. They forced Lamar Jackson. He turned the ball over 3 times. Basically, they just stacked the box and brought pressure on him. Which is like all year teams couldn't figure out what to do about Lamar Jackson. He'll pass, he'll run. What do we do? You know what I mean? It's like Michael Vick on steroids, but like way better of a passer than Vick ever was. And, teams couldn't really do nothing. My Bills, I feel like we did the best against Jackson. We were one of the better teams that kind of slowed them down we lost, but it was a mild game for Jackson compared to what he had been doing. I mean, do you guys remember that it was either like a Sunday night or a Monday night or a Thursday night game? It was a primetime game against the Patriots where in Foxborough, too, I want to say, I could be wrong, but they embarrassed the Patriots on both sides of the ball. And, no one could do anything about him. He was a problem all season. He was a nightmare for defenses. And then Titans stacked the box, bring pressure, cause an interception on the first drive, got the lead. And, that was that. The Ravens were playing catch up and couldn't catch up. It was ugly. 28-12 win. That jump pass by running back Derrick Henry, that was amazing. And he almost put up 200 yards on the ground, 195. So it was like he was the real. I mean, the defense was the hero, but at the same time, he was the hero. What a game. What a game that was. And, we know what ended up happening after that. Tennessee went on to lose to KC, and KC went on to win the Super Bowl. But, the Ravens were thinking ahead of themselves. But, that's all I really got on this one, guys. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I kind of felt like, the sports media was putting a little spin on this, showing kind of the disagreement between Jackson and Harbaugh. You know what I mean? And then them talking about how Harbaugh wasn't happy about the beach football game. So get in the comments and let me know your guys' thoughts on all that, everything I touched on in this video. And also, as I close this thing out, something I've been covering on the channel for quite some time has been Antonio Brown. And, we know he's been linked to possibly signing with the Ravens, with his cousin Marquise Brown being, playing for the Ravens. And word is, out there now that he has, AB is in talks with Seattle and Baltimore. So, man, if Baltimore gets AB, I don't know, man. And, AB's cousin and Lamar Jackson can kind of keep him focused and not have those off the field issues. I mean, that makes them an even better team than they are. But as we saw, man, once it comes to the playoffs, single elimination, it's like the tournament. Instead of March Madness, it's like December Madness, you know what I mean? One game and you're out of there. And we see now this year they've extended the playoffs to 7 teams per conference, which means only the top seed in each conference is going to get a bye this year and from now on. So that changes the game up. Number 1 and 2 used to getting those byes. It's just going to be different, interesting. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. If you like that they've expanded and let another team in the playoffs. Let's talk about it all, guys. Anyone new out there, if you're not subbed already, make sure to sub to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell. More importantly, make sure to join that discussion. That's what this channel is all about, hearing from you guys, the people. It's J Coffee Talk. I blog sports, music, news, life, current events, and much, much more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Look forward to talking with you guys about this. Make sure you're sub too come NFL season, guys. We're going to have a lot of NFL content, a lot of football talk over here. I'm out of here. Peace.